Well, it's Wednesday night and it has been another busy day, but I feel like it's a day that I kind of feel okay about. I've gotten a lot done. I've cooked, I spent time with my family. I was busy with work, taught class, which I think I had a pretty good class tonight. And so I'm feeling good. I'm pretty tired. I think after this video, I'm going to get in the bathtub and I'm going to put on one of those like ridiculous little face masks and just kind of sit in the tub until the water gets cold. That's going to be what happens after this video. um, what's on my mind is change. Change, change, change. We're all going through this long period of change. And the changes that are being wrought by this COVID crisis are so extensive. you know, our change in lifestyles, our activity level, our employment, our financial status, um, you know, our ability to get out of the house and do normal things, working from home, kids being homeschooled. I mean, on and on and on and on and on. Change. I had, I had this conversation, and I guess this all kind of goes together in my mind tonight because one of my dearest friends is a man that I've known now for, several years, who's a work colleague but has become what I would consider to be one of my dear friends. And we know each other really well. We've both been through a lot of shit together in our lives, not together in our lives, but each of us has been through a lot of shit. And, I had a really meaningful conversation with him today that we talked for about half an hour, maybe longer, about just all the changes that are going on in his life. And it just, his life continues to change, and he just can't kind of catch a break. But, he is, we talked about how, his work situation is changing dramatically. And, I remember telling him in this conversation today that, it's okay to, make decisions that are just practical. It's okay to not think of everybody else first and just make some difficult decisions. And, the concept yesterday in my video was reassurance. And I feel like, that conversation with him was like, I would like to believe on some level I just kind of gave him just the tiniest little bit of reassurance and validation in that phone call. And, I talked about we talked a lot about work stuff today. And, and I talked about how I'm in this great period of change right now myself and a little bit of, a lot of anxiety. He's got, bad anxiety. I've got it. We're trying to kind of ride this out. And it was just a meaningful conversation and how we're all just going through such change right now. And we're all just doing the best we can. And one of the things I love about him is that he, again, is really empathic and wants to give so much to people. And he creates a lot of change. And, so it's important for people who are change makers to allow themselves to change things in their own lives, not just for their community. And we're all going through, such shifts in everything right now. And, we're not always going to be feeling real steady. So I don't know. This whole video is not very steady, but I just feel really overwhelmed tonight with the idea that we're all just doing the best we can with all this change, and that change is a part of life. It just is, and we're going through a giant, big piece of it all at once, and kind of drawn out too. But we can do this, and if we lean on each other, for reassurance and for validation and for love and support, that we can handle change. And so I, again, feel really lucky to have the people in my life that I have. And that includes my two wonderful children who, just make me feel so optimistic about the future, just in general. So those are my thoughts. And the song that I'm going to add to my playlist tonight is actually in honor of this friend. the very last live music show that I saw, and people who know me know, which is like kind of what I should title this video. People who know me, because I always say that, but know that I love live music. And the very last live music show I saw was the band Susto, and I realized as I was choosing this song tonight, I was like, I think I have 3 Susto songs now in my playlist, which is kind of ridiculous because it's not like they're my ultimate fave, but I guess this is 2020 for me as the year of Susto. Anyway, the last live music show I saw was awesome, and it was Susto. And this friend was with me for that show, and it was special, and it was fun, and memorable. And so there's one song that I feel like is just fun and reminds me of that night, and just kind of letting go a little bit when you need to. And I feel like my friend really could benefit from a little lightheartedness. And so in spirit, I send this out to this friend who I think could use it, and it's Susto's Mystery Man song. And so that's what I'm going to add to my playlist, because I think it's just, we all need a little bit of upbeat stuff, and we need our friends, and we need to embrace change. So that's it. My body practice I'm going to do tonight actually is returning back to soft belly, because I think that's a good one to return to. And it's a basic, it's foundational, and so I'm going to practice that real quick. And if anybody who happens to watch this video wants to do it, feel free to turn your video around and just listen to my voice. But I am going to do a quick soft belly exercise. So, and I'm going to do it in the second person. All right. So find yourself grounded in your feet on the floor, chair underneath you. This is going to be an exercise just briefly to relax your core, which is super important. We often carry a ton of tension right there in the middle of our bodies. I go up here, but that's not what I'm talking about. It's the core, down by your navel and kind of your guts in that area. But really a lot of the tension comes from the diaphragm, which is right under our lungs, right? And it kind of powers the in and out motion of our lungs all day, all day. Well, the diaphragm and all the muscles surrounding it in our core gets really tense, especially when we're anxious. And so doing a soft belly just allows you to just kind of drop into your body a little bit and work on relaxing just that one part of your body. And of course, you can take this practice and relax other parts of your body, but soft belly is just about soft belly. So grounding. Closing your eyes if you feel comfortable. Closing your eyes. You can just soften your gaze if you're not in a place where you feel comfortable closing your eyes. And I always like to kind of try to start with a little bit of an open heart. And as you breathe through this exercise, inhale through your nose if you can. Exhale through your mouth. And as you breathe, imagine your lungs like balloons, or something you can envision. You can even close your eyes and try to envision your lungs as they are. All the little airways, all the little alveoli that just take in that oxygen, and of course the exhale, which cleanses your lungs and your blood right in that moment of the carbon dioxide and the other things your body does not need. But using your full capacity, rather than taking shallow breaths up here, focus on getting the air way down to your core every time you breathe, and then exhaling so that you empty your lungs with each breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. And just feel that air go all the way down as far as you can get it. And imagine your lungs just emptying out as much as possible. Next, I'd like you to think about that part of your body that is your belly, your core. Maybe place your hands there right now and just feel that part of your body as you breathe. I would like you to envision that part of your body as a bowl of something soft. And every time you breathe, that bowl gets a little bit softer. Your core, your belly gets a little bit softer with every breath. Any tension that may be there that's not needed, let it go with each exhale, just the tiniest bit. What does a soft belly look like to you when you imagine it in your mind right now? It might help you to add the word soft as you inhale and belly as you exhale. Inhale soft. Exhale belly. Just let your belly just be supported by your lower back. Just let it get softer, more relaxed with every breath. Inhale soft. Exhale belly. You can do that little exercise anywhere, anytime. Just take a soft belly break a couple times a day. That's a really easy one to do when you're out, although some of us are not out very often anymore, but you could do it anywhere. And keep your eyes open and nobody will know you're doing anything but sitting. Soft belly is just a really good foundation for learning how to bring your body down into a moment of peace. So I hope that's useful.